What's up, guys? Welcome back to We Have Cool Friends, our cool show where we ask our cool friends to tell it. Fuck that shit. What's up, motherfuckers? TNA back in the building, baby. It feels good.
Dude, that whole intro, I want to watch Pitch Perfect again.
Hell
like
yeah,
the
dude.
whole trilogy. The Holy Trilogy.
A little acapella. It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh
There
my
you
God.
go.
Oh.
Feels good. Me and you sitting at this desk together.
Dude. Hey, look at us.
Feels like old times,
Look at
baby.
us.
Here's my favorite thing about this is
Yup.
somehow, over the course of our 30 years of life,
I feel it.
we've got... I feel it, too.
I fucking feel it in my back.
I've been waking up at 7 a.m.
Yeah, you told me that. I'm on my way there. I'm sleeping earlier. I'm not waking up. I'm waking up like 8:30.
I see. It's still way too early. What are we doing?
I don't know. It's not us.
You're out here winning esports shit and awards and stuff.
I did win an esport event. Yeah, this
Putting Nitro Rifle to shame.
Achievement Hunter doesn't suck at games. Totally.
Totally. You're bringing the heat there.
There's one.
Dude, this is the craziest thing, though. You, Alfredo Diaz, work for Achievement Hunter. I just work for Achievement Hunter. You were one of the faces, one of the main cast
One of the main casts of
Achievement Hunter.
It was
Rooster Teeth.
It was a grueling 6 months of chem testing and trying out for the squad essentially because Jeff, head of Achievement Hunter, holds the chemistry with all everyone there, and at this point there's 11 of us really closely because that's a lot of personalities. So if someone steps into it, it's loud and they need to fit. And it was 6 months of going in and doing Let's Plays, live streams and whatnot. And yeah, man, I got brought in and it's been a wild ride ever since.
It's magic, man. I can't believe it. We're at a point that Rooster Teeth, a company that we both grew up watching.
Watching your closet. That
exactly.
was a bedroom.
In my closet that was also my bedroom.
You put a bed
which
in
was
there,
also
dude.
our production studio.
Yes, it was. Yeah. You fit a bed and a TV in that closet.
Oh, a 49-inch TV. Never fucking forget.
Never fucking
forget.
What I mean?
But yeah, we went from watching Rooster Teeth there to Rooster Teeth to you living in Austin, Texas.
That was weird.
And Rooster Teeth
was weird.
paying for you to fly here to be on our show.
And hang out.
For me to interview you. And the reason that you're here.
How?
What's the reason you're here?
Yeah, so, we're getting all excited. But yeah, I'm here to promote Achievement Hunter Live. Mm-hmm. We are doing a West Coast tour. Achievement Hunter, we're going to hit up Seattle, San Francisco, LA for 2 nights. But obviously, I'm here to promote San Francisco, coming back to my hometown. Achievement Hunter is doing a one-night event where it's going to be a handful of gameplay on stage, live action stuff. We're doing improv. There would be amongst a number of things, and pepper in some chaos.
Hell yeah.
So that's going to be
some kind of funny, baby. Of course we're going to be there.
And you guys are there.
And now here's the biggest thing, though, Alfredo.
Yep.
Where is it?
Dude, it's at the Warfield.
It's at the Warfield Theater.
How many shows have we gone there?
We've seen Lupe Fiasco.
We
there.
have seen
Dude,
Lupe.
I've seen J. Cole there.
Was it Macklemore that we saw there?
We saw Macklemore there.
Back when he was that
was after he popped off.
Was it after he popped off?
Dude, Warfield is big
right
business.
in the cusp of him popping off. Though,
yeah, it was his first album,
Yep.
really kind of after post Thrift Shop, Macklemore.
Yeah. Yep.
But the thing here is that is legitimately my favorite venue I've ever been to in the entire world, and we're gonna be on that stage.
We're gonna be on that stage.
Doing
Achievement Hunter, kind of funny.
Kevin Coelho is gonna be on that stage.
Kevin will be there. Yeah, dude. RTXevent.com is where you can get your tickets. You can see all of us.
We will be there.
That'll be March 20th.
Mm-hmm. Kevin will be there. Nick will be there. Greg, Andy. I don't know who else. I'm imagining everyone else will at least be there in some form.
The whole gang is there, man.
Fun,
it's
man.
that's the thing that it's chaos. There's not really any structure to what we do. It's kind of we're going to be up there. We're going to be on stage, and we'll have kind of a set list of things we want to do, but it goes out the window real fast.
You know what I mean? We're 5 minutes in the show. I still haven't done the rigmarole. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're having a good time. I love more than anything that it's the three of us in this room right now making this feels like it's just right.
This goes so far back.
I have so many
far back.
pictures and random video clips that I want to show of our history here.
Oh my!
Alfredo.
There's years of history.
And Kevin's in every single
school.
one of them. He's either taking the picture or you see him on the ground with wires.
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
so
hold on.
awesome.
I've been hearing about this bullshit back here. What is
Jared Petty, man?
why?
It don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Looks like there's some shit.
I know Jerry as the nicest man ever. Why would he attack me like this?
An attack with the force of the North.
You know what I
attacked
mean? The stupid, like, what was it, like an Abraham Lincoln speech I just randomly kept giving?
Yeah, hold on. Where is it?
You don't. I don't like this unless there's so many videos on here.
Hold on. Wait a sec. Wait.
Hey.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
I love it.
This is like high school, college throwback.
Abraham Lincoln once said, "If you support slavery, I will attack you with the force of the North." And those are the morals that I carry with me every day of my life.
Why
There's someone randomly walking in the background.
Why
and
does
the
this clip
Transformers music? Like, we thought it was so cool.
Yeah, dude. I was watching The Office for the first time recently.
Oh,
Fantastic show.
It's a great show.
And parts of this speech are from The Office.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm just like, I love that you never told me that. You just sat in front of a camera. What happened here, you were just like, hey, Tim, turn the camera on. I have something to say. And you put on a fucking suit poorly. Like, look, this is what you thought putting a suit on looked like.
But we felt so grown man back then just doing that, right? It's like, it's not even, the collar's a mess. The tie is not even fully done. But we're like, oh, we're grown.
The tie is not tied.
It's not. It's like tie is so loose.
Hey, but that's the thing, though. Back then, it's like there wasn't YouTube. You couldn't just type in how to tie a tie.
Yeah.
It's like how you're supposed to tie a tie without YouTube.
Yep.
You tell me that, Kevin.
Dude, man.
Great question.
Those are the times that we thought like, oh man, we're going to like Winter Ball. We need a fancy dinner. Olive Garden.
We're going to Olive. Hey, when you're there, you're family. It's some
You
real
are
fucking
family,
shit,
though.
dude. We bonded with those people.
We did. Oh,
know
the
what's
breads.
up. We look good,
There was
too.
one time when we went there and you were just like, can we just get the breadsticks? You're like, I don't care how much I need to tip you. You're like, just give us
much I need to-
breadsticks
that's
and
true.
keep bringing the breadsticks.
You gotta love it. So hold on. Let's see,
There's
actually.
too many. There's the
Here,
abundance
look at
of
this.
pictures.
Bring this up. This is Alfredo Junior prom at an Olive Garden.
Yeah, that was Olive Garden. Why do I even have a flower in my ear? I don't know.
I don't know, but you did.
I
You
did.
Pop off for a sec, Kev. Let me see what else we got here. All right, pull this up. So this is me and you at junior prom.
Why did we look so cool?
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
You know-
when you look at these guys, you can tell that
You
we were
know-
gonna end up here.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, there's
yeah.
just that magic. Look at how big my pants are. Look at how white they are.
Nothing was so tight fitting back then. But also, it's like, yeah, no, that's Tim to go with an all white suit like that.
You can't see, but I am wearing Jordans underneath.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Very, very little has changed.
Damn.
Dude, this is the first photo shoot we ever did when we were in freshman
The
year of
photo
high school.
shoot that we tried to force everyone to care about.
So what we did, this was probably me and your first brilliant move, being
The duo.
superstars,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, in the making. We knew it during that time. We were assholes. We were
This
such
was
assholes.
2 weeks into high school, and we decided to do a photo shoot, which essentially just meant have Curran use one of those
The wind-up ones?
the wind up
Yeah, cameras.
to take a couple pictures of us
We
at
printed
school
it out at
looking
like a Walgreens
assholes.
or something.
Printed it out at the Walgreens,
Yep.
and then we printed a bunch of copies, and then we got a table and put it in the middle of the high school hallway,
Yeah.
and just were signing autographs for people.
And just started handing them out.
And people got in line. People are sheep. That's how this works. But yeah, so here's another one from
so
it.
Stupid. Oh yeah.
Can you bring this up, Kev?
Yeah, it's just so small.
Bring it up. Look at us, man.
See, that was like
Look
a
at how
half. That was a
skinny I
half
was.
pose, and like that's candid. That was pure joy right there.
Tracy McGrady, baby.
Dude, T-Mac.
T-Mac,
And
man.
you had I still talk about how like you had the fucking
The blonde tips.
Blonde tips.
Me and you went real different directions in high school. I doubled down on the Malibu's Most Wanted.
Yes,
And
100%.
you went full My Chemical Romance eventually.
I hit that. I mean, I was dating someone at the time, and I was just like, she was older than me, and I just kept wanting to impress her. So
Yeah.
I did the. Well, I remember I did the painted nails.
You had the black
but
nails. You had the long swoop over your eye.
I did that once. So I was like, I'm gonna surprise her. I'm gonna go pick her up. So I did the whole like, nails already had the eyeliner for that day, and then the hair with the swoop and the spikes on the back. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go pick her up after school, and she's gonna be like, oh my god. And yeah, it was stupid. It was real dumb.
Yeah,
It was real dumb.
it was
you
stupid.
still make fun of me about that to this day.
The last high school
Rightfully
thing I want to
so.
bring up real quick before we get into the rigmarole, Kevin. I promise we will. is this isn't you or me, but this is
no,
James Burke.
This is James. Always has been, always will be. Remember, he kept
WWE and Review Zone, Jimmy James Burke.
The funny thing, he just kept talking about how he's eventually going to have his own line of shoes with the Burkinators.
Yeah, that was the Burke 2000s.
Yep, the Burke 2000s.
The Burke 2000s. He was a baseball player. He had his custom signature pitch, the Funky McNasty. And the thing about this boy right here did not have a girlfriend until first year of college, but swore that he had 150 girlfriends.
Oh yeah, it was the number.
He's like, hey,
number
man,
would just
it's
rise.
150. It's 150, and it's just like, what are you talking about? 150? He's like, I've had 150 girlfriends. What the fuck is wrong with him?
This was a man.
Why are we still friends?
I mean, if you're looking at like the things that we did, or talking a second ago, this is a man that made our head shake. You know what I mean? And we were doing real dumb shit.
We were doing some real dumb shit, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to hear all about the dumb shit that we did because this is We Have Cool Friends, the show where we sit down with our cool friends to hear their cool stories. I'm Tim Gettys. This is Alfredo Diaz.
That is I.
TNA. We are Tim and Alfredo. That'll never die.
God.
Shout out to our Patreon producers for helping make this show happen. You can go to patreon.com/kindafunny to get this show ad-free or be a producer just like the nanobiologist, Frank Furter, Muhammad, Justin Toft, Das Bear Jew, Blackjack, Jarrett Brown, and Jameson Shafransky. All amazing people.
The big hitters.
Doing amazing things. You can get the show live on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames. You can get it later, youtube.com/kindafunny, or you can watch it on roosterteeth.com. Support your boy.
Goddamn right you can.
That's how it goes.
Both flavors.
If you want to just listen to us, that's cool too. Check out We Have Cool Friends on the podcast app of your pleasure.
We know you got stuff to do.
How are you, dude?
How I do?
How you been?
Busy, man. Like, joined Achievement Hunter. I was there as I was running the live streams. And let me tell you, running like 8 feeds and how chaotic those guys are I learned a lot quick. Running the live streams and editing, and then also being on camera with the goal to move full-time on camera. That happened very quickly. I remember I told you, like, I think it was like a year in, maybe even less. I was like, I got moved into like the main room, which is like kind of like the talent room. We sit there, we film all day, whatnot. So the transition was fast, and been doing a ton of stuff ever since. I mean, we did a live show tour in Australia. We've done all kinds of, besides like shooting Let's Plays and doing merch shoots, like constantly. We did Hardcore Tabletop season 1, season 2. Greg's in season 2. My God,
he's a monster.
It was. Yeah, I saw. Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of them.
You've seen a lot of Greg,
but I haven't been exposed to nude Greg that close for years.
Nude Greg.
So you know what I mean? You think
the smell.
You think like, I remember, and then it hits you. It's pungent. Mm-hmm. It's in person.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, just doing a lot of everything. And
well, that's the crazy thing is that obviously we've been boys forever.
Yep.
All the Kind of Funny audience is familiar with knows all that stuff. But I feel
high
like
school.
Like there's a thing where it's like you moved to Austin, like you kind of left, and like I feel like there's been a lot of people from our side that are like, "Where's Alfredo? I don't even know what he's doing." You are part of Achievement Hunter, part of Rooster Teeth. Obviously, that's a big deal. But in the background, you just kind of becoming super famous.
It made me realize that today. Because I was like, oh, dude, kind of. Obviously, I'm like promoting on my socials and stuff. I passed you in Twitter followers today.
Today.
Literally,
I was like, it might have happened
it
was somewhere between last night and this morning.
But it counts.
What?
I was just like,
what?
I remember when you were like 50K ahead of me.
Yeah, man.
Back at IGN.
That's the power of that AH.
We were just like, what, like under 15? You had like 15. I had like maybe like 5. And then, Kind of Funny took off. And then Tim took off. And I was like, yep, there goes my boy. And then Achievement Hunter happened.
Go. I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it. It's the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I mean? I've been pimping out Alfredo since the day I was goddamn born. And I love it. I love seeing this. You love to see it.
Tim was the guy that believed in me when I didn't believe in myself.
Hell yeah.
And like for a long time, people were just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. And then I finally found my home and it clicked. And then,
dude, actually, I got some fun stuff about all that.
Oh.
Don't bring this up yet, Kev. So,
Dude, our history is so deep. I love it.
So
we're not gonna watch it all.
I know. I just want to show how much there is.
Go for it.
There's
Yeah,
folders
just a bunch of dumb videos and stuff.
and that's
But,
like
all right.
a folder.
This
of,
is all
like,
just curated shit that I found on my computer last night. That I was like, all right, we're gonna look at.
Yeah.
It's all super well organized.
No, I don't know, but I like just
yeah,
like, I did
you know how he does it
a
with
quick
like
go-through.
terabytes upon terabytes.
Oh, yo, I got so damn
was
much.
like-
but no, so I got my job at IGN.
Yep.
And after us doing a bunch of dumb shit for a very long time, but I got my job,
Yeah.
and then eventually it was like, all right, when am I gonna get my boys in? Like it wasn't a matter of like, can I? It was a matter of like, how am I going to?
Yeah.
And it was Nick Scarpino was directing the April Fool's
The
video.
IGN April Fool's video,
for-
the yearly video.
Yeah, and he was doing the Oars.
Yep.
The Harry Potter. thing.
Harry Potter, like kind of like dark show that
And
was
he-
April Fool's.
He was like, yeah, it was like essentially the Shield on FX, but apply that to Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, yeah, which
And-
should be a damn show.
It should. That would be real. Now that I've finally seen Harry Potter and I know what the Oars are, I'm like,
Yeah,
that could
it's
be
like-
pretty damn cool.
Jump on that.
But Nick was like, hey, Tim, like, you're young at the time. I was. He's like, do you have any, like, young friends that, like, look like they could be into some shady shit? And I was like, this is my in. I got the guy. And he was like, we just need him to be able to, like, run in dark alleys.
Yeah,
And we're like,
I was like, cool, I can run.
we can do that.
I could
And
totally
the thing
do
was,
that.
Nick wasn't sold. Because I was still new at IGN, and like Nick didn't
Yeah.
respect me yet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he even
You have
does to
to-
this day, but he definitely didn't then. So me being like, oh, I got the guy. He was like, all right. He was literally trying to cast like real actors, and like he got a real actor to be like the main guy. The two
the
main guys
main
in the video are like legit
Actual
actors.
actors, yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like, we don't need to get an actor to fucking look
just
cool.
to be the bad guy.
That's it. So
Oh God, yeah. the
so
horrors.
we went out and shot an audition tape.
fuck, we did.
Pull this up.
Oh my God.
God.
Was this Metal Gear?
Is this
Yeah.
the handy cam that had the lens stuck on
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it had the,
This was a
dude.
piece
Yeah,
of
it had the
shit
lens that we
camcorder.
couldn't get off. Why? It was so dark.
It's so
Nothing was
shitty.
lit.
Man,
It was
who
so
mirrors
bad.
Look at us. We're like, we're gonna go. We're going all out
Dude,
with this
what?
shit. See, some shots look nice though.
There was a handful.
But hey,
yeah, no,
you
we
got the job.
It happened. That was kind of like my foot in the door of like, oh, okay, like they know who I am, and then eventually,
Well, so with that, yeah. So this is
oh, dude, they're like,
is
hey,
it.
are you cool with like shaving your head, and then us putting like fake like tattoo on the side of your head? I was like, fuck yes, that sounds like an awesome opportunity.
in classic Nick Scarpino fashion. It was the most half-ass thought through shit ever. Like, if there's this show we do called KFAF, and
Yeah.
if you've ever seen it, it's essentially Nick having an idea and then not fully committing to it, or spending way too much money and inconveniencing a lot of people, and just it ends up being dope.
Yeah.
But the thing
I've
that
seen
was
the
supposed
clips.
to make it dope didn't actually happen. This being the example of that, he
Yep.
made Alfredo shave his head. You don't even see the tattoo in the finished
No,
product.
I had my hood
had the
up.
hood up.
The hood was up.
I love it.
But it made for some cool photos that I
It did.
look back at to this very day. And yeah, all right, dude, this is the time where we were like, oh man, we gotta do the look, we gotta do the buzzed like haircut.
Oh, yeah.
Get the earrings on and everything.
We had some bad days, man, but it got us where we are.
Dude, that was the look back then, though.
It was.
That's what like all the girls were into. Where it was like, oh man, we gotta be like cool like
We
the
gotta
other
do-
Asian kids out
we
there.
gotta do it, man.
These
They're all
Asians
out
over
here.
They're playing ball and they're shaving their heads. We gotta get in on that.
So this led to you essentially just hanging out with me at work.
Yeah, we hung
almost
out.
every day.
Yeah.
And you didn't work there.
No.
You just hung out there.
No, I hung
and
out and for some
endeared
reason,
yourself to everybody until eventually they're like, oh, I guess we got to hire you. But then the day that there was a job opportunity that opened up for you.
There was, and I applied for that position. Well, yeah, because what happened was eventually, I think it was Fran was like offered me like a contract position to capture gameplay footage and log it, and so I was like, oh hell yeah, like that sounds
play games.
That sounds like me, and I primarily play shooters, but I was like, oh yeah, this is the perfect opportunity for me to play games I've always respected but never played, like Zelda. I started off with Zelda,
Yeah.
and I'm a like
Skyward
Xbox
Sword.
Halo guy. Yeah. So I was capturing a bunch of gameplay footage and logging them so that way IGN could use it for reviews, previews, like in 5
Wiki
minutes and all
guides.
kinds of stuff. Yeah.
So you did all that, and that was like contract work. But then eventually they opened up like a full-time role, and like you actually had to interview for it. And after like
yep.
a year plus of IGN knowing your bitch ass and like
Oh,
knowing
yeah.
who you are, this is how you showed up.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
I showed up
interview.
to like to the nines, bro. I was just like,
hella extra. Nick
thing-
made fun of you for, like weeks after this because it's like Alfredo.
oh,
like,
it was just me, right? It was like this kid that's like fresh in like college or so, and like didn't really know what he wanted to do with himself, but knew what his passion was, and
which was hanging out with me.
it was hanging out with you in video games. And I was like, this, I have this opportunity where I'm doing contract work for IGN, and here's an actual serious full-time position, and I love where I'm at. I love the people that I'm working with. IGN video team, shout out. And then I was like, yeah, I gotta man up, and this was my way of manning up. And I think, if I remember correctly, pants were women's pants, like women's suit
That's
pants.
true.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
true.
Yeah.
Why?
And it didn't match too, because like the top like part of the suit was just solid black, and then the bottom pants part had like really
pinstripe.
like it had stripes on it.
Yeah.
And it was just
It was like a last minute thing where he's
Dude,
like, fuck,
I was like,
we
I
gotta
gotta-
get a suit.
I gotta
So
get
we, like, went to
serious.
Ross or whatever.
You know what I mean? And like you know what I mean? I had contract positions. I had a little bit of money, but not like I can't drop it on a
Not balling
suit.
That's hella
uncontrollably.
funny because for my interview with IGN, I wore Tim's suit, which I then kept.
That is true. You
Yeah.
have it. You have it to this day.
I still
just-
use it.
It's just how we are.
So the funny thing is, I was telling the story of you just showing up at IGN until you got hired.
Yeah.
A similar thing happened in college, where hold on. We did a lot of videos. We did a lot of fun stuff.
I have so many of these photos.
Both just for fun on our own, and also like I was in film class, so like
Yeah.
we'd have to do film projects and stuff. And there was a ceremony where it was like a film festival, and give me this up, Kev. It's called Becca Fest. Becca is broadcast entertainment,
No.
No.
Broadcast something.
electronic communication arts.
There it is.
Is what it was. That was my major, and like there was an award ceremony.
Yeah, look at them trophies.
And best short film was won by these motherfuckers. All right. And
Have it?
so hold
Of course
on.
you have it.
Of course I have it, but we don't need to watch it. That's on YouTube. It's fine. But
God, I remember these photos.
so this is me winning, and I gave a speech, right? And then
Dude, that jacket was still
it's
so cool.
fucking tight.
Still
The
so
Obey
tight.
Rapture jacket, man.
Did I? Yeah.
And then Alfredo was there. Alfredo Kanye'd it, and he
I
came
did.
up.
I came in and interrupted you.
And he said that he did the whole thing of like I'm gonna let you finish, but like Beyonce should have won. But instead he came up and like we won for like some video, but we also did a Pokemon porno.
Yes.
And he came
we
up and
did.
Alfredo was like, Pokemon porno should have won, whatever. And the crowd went crazy because like so many people were involved with it. And Pokemon porno was kind of like the worst kept secret of
Oh, 100%.
San Francisco State.
Because like it was your class, and of course like I was sitting in it a lot, and your teacher was like, all right, we're gonna break you up into like 3 or so large groups, and you guys are going to essentially put together a video. And for some dumb reason they let you take the lead.
And I was like, we're gonna do like a PG porno. So
Yep.
no actual porn, but it's just gonna be all the story elements, but it's gonna be based on Pokemon. And it screened in front of so many people.
So many.
So when our other project won the award, everyone was mad that the Pokemon
Yeah.
porno didn't
Yeah.
win. But there's a lot here going on,
Yeah.
Kev. We'll get to it. Don't
I
worry.
There's-
don't
Dude.
understand why I was involved.
Because you were involved in
Because that's how this works, Kevin.
everything we did. Kevin was there. He was making it all happen. So the thing with this that's funny that leads into goes off of what I was talking about with the IGN stuff. You didn't go to this school.
I didn't at all.
You
No.
got awards
Yeah.
for a thing you weren't a part of. You just
That was the
hung
best
out
part.
with me.
That was the best part.
The
That's
teachers thought
fantastic.
you were part of the class.
Yeah. They totally thought I went to that school, and no one batted an eye that I was in those classes and on the stage and in videos.
It's
it made no
so,
sense
so
at all
stupid.
whatsoever.
Yeah, so pull this up, Kev. So this is some behind the scenes of us shooting the Pokemon porno. You can see Nurse Joy back here.
Oh, yeah.
This was Ash's mom. Mm-hmm. Alfredo was Professor Oak.
I was.
And I'm just going to say it right now. We can't show you pictures
No.
of Professor Oak's outfit.
You can't,
Because it was
actually.
just a lab coat.
It was, yeah. It was a lot.
And that little.
Was it the? Did I have the thong?
Let's call it a
Yeah, you had the
mankini, okay?
It was. Yeah, it was a.
mesh thong is what it was.
It was a see-through thong that I had because I did hula for 2 years, and boy, did that thong get a lot of mileage.
It definitely did. You can see a little bit. We got Brock right here, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Brock was great. I remember being shocked at how much I was.
He looked real
nailed
good.
it.
And of course, I was Ash. You can't see me. I'm with this Pikachu on the bed right there.
We don't want to go into what you're doing to it.
But there's something.
Oh yeah.
Just, you know what? It's fine. Bring this back up though, Kev.
Sorry.
Because there's one more element of this picture
I remember what you
that I want to
did.
point out.
Under those sheets.
What's the element I want to point out of this picture?
Is that me sitting right there?
This is Kevin Coelho.
That is Kevin. It's like, dude, I was
Also,
And then Kevin ended up being in it as Jigglypuff.
he was Jigglypuff.
He just wore a pink
Bruh.
garbage bag with a hole in it. Painted
And
his
the little
face
swirl.
and you had the swirl.
But that was
but
like.
also, I was not in the Becca Major. I was not doing.
You
any
just showed
Becca
up?
classes.
Yeah, he just showed up. I mean, that was such a big part of like our lives, like doing stuff like that.
Doing dumbass shit. Like
This
so,
was the closet.
yeah, earlier we were talking about the closet. Like this was my room at my old house. It was a very small place.
You had a room, but you were like, we walked in and we're like, Tim, you can fit a twin size mattress in here.
And so we're
Yeah.
sitting on the twin side mattress. This is the entire room.
Yep.
And eventually we got a 49-inch
Yep,
monitor.
49
There.
inch.
Like we couldn't fit any bigger.
Like yeah,
No,
literally it was
not any
49
bigger.
inches and it fit
And
there.
of
But-
course, doing what we did, we went to Best Buy like 20 times and looked at it before we bought it.
Exactly, dude. Nothing has changed.
No,
with
no,
us.
not at all.
No.
But that's the fun thing is it's like Kevin's taking this picture, like Kevin's behind the camera here,
Yep.
and it's like so much of our lives was just kind of like, hey, let's just film some really stupid shit, and like we don't know what we're doing. Like, look, there's a light here. This was a photography light.
We
that
had
bought.
no idea, and we were looking stuff up on YouTube, and we're on forums and everything like that, just trying to figure out.
Just like, hey, we have dumb ideas. We just wanna do it, you know. And
we a lot of those dumb ideas came to life because we were using any class project as an excuse to be like, teacher, can we film this? Can we make a video out of this?
totally, even in classes you weren't in. It's my favorite thing. Pop off in this Kev. What else do I got here? Bring it back up. This is a classic moment that I'll never forget, where we were working on a project, and in classic Alfredo fashion, you were not listening to me at all.
No, I wasn't. But there was always something that distracted me, and it was
You found this fucking afro,
it was Big Fro.
and he just put it on. He just like wouldn't listen. Like this was not part of the shoot.
No, not at all. But it was there. Like you can't put that in a room with me and expect me not to have fun with it. Yeah.
Then, hold on.
Yeah.
Bring this up, Kev. An oldie but a goodie here. This is when we ran into Kanye West.
That is Jesus himself. Yeah, we were in New York for a concert.
For Tone Deaf.
Tone Deaf.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we stopped by Jamba Juice, and I looked back, and I was like, oh, shit, it's Kanye. And I was like, I walked over next to Tim. I was like, Tim, don't freak out. Kanye West is outside. And he was like, what?
I
And-
look and I see him, and then we've told the story a million times. We
Yeah.
walk up to our friends, these girls, and we're just like, hey, Kanye's outside. You guys got to be cool. Don't ruin this for us. You guys got to be cool.
I know, don't ruin this for
Be
us.
fucking cool. And we go outside, and we freak the fuck out.
Oh,
we
yeah,
were so
we
not
lost
cool.
it.
The girls were
We
so
lost
cool.
it.
The girls got us this picture.
Yeah.
we would
they
have
were
not had
super
this.
chill. We were like, oh, my God. Jesus.
Jesus, this is pre-Jesus, dude.
Yeah, it was.
This was just he was just yay
He was just-
back
yeah.
then. This was still during the good times. You know what I mean?
There's those buzz cuts, man. What the-
Yeah, bring it back up. Look at our hair.
Yeah, there was those
Look at our
buzz cuts
hair.
I was talking about when we had the earrings. We thought.
Look
was,
how skinny both of us are. Like I'm just skinny. You're just not muscly. It's like you're a toothpick here,
Thank
dude.
God we got some meat on us now.
I got a little too much meat. But then, yeah, here's another one. Another fun one.
This is Chuck E. Cheese?
This is my 21st birthday
Yeah.
at Chuck E. Cheese.
Tim had it at Chuck E. Cheese, and they were like, "So you want to do the whole thing?" He was like, "Yeah, we want." Tim was like, "I want the whole. I want Chucky to come out. I want the whole like shebang."
And Chucky came out.
He did.
And well, it was a she. In the Chucky
Let's not get into
costume.
this story.
Why not?
Go ahead.
No, it like and she was ratchet as fuck.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she was down to party, and Chucky was just
Yeah.
with us fucking twerking and shit. It was awesome.
yeah.
With the little kids around, sure, but like it
Yep.
was
You
a lot
gotta
of
learn
fun.
sometime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will
at
say
some
shout out
point.
to the Chuck E. Cheese pizza. It's not that bad.
Didn't we have it like a year and a half?
It's
ago,
like
2 years
cardboard.
ago?
I didn't. No, but I'm not comparing it to real pizza.
Yeah.
I'm just
but,
saying for what it was.
like looking back,
Yeah.
should have been worse than it was.
Definitely. Yeah, so this is hilarious. This is us meeting, like, not for the first time, but like the second time ever meeting Tone Deaf.
Being tone deaf.
And it's just like
Dude,
now
you
we're.
look so hard.
Yeah, I know. Look! I look like the cooler cool
Dude.
Greg.
You look like the white dude at a hip hop concert. Was
That's what I
that a
was.
shirt
I
for
don't
Chico and the
remember you
Man?
ever having a mustache.
His was, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was more. I mean, that was just like the not modern, the old version of what I have now. You know what I mean? This is as cool now as that was then. And hey, I'm not arguing this is cool now or that was cool then.
But I mean, like those were the times, man.
It is what it
We
is,
are
dude.
so old.
I know. It's crazy. And yeah, here's the last one we have from the college days. This is just when we were at. This is our first flight. We did our first flight.
Yeah.
And
We did.
Are those giant jorts?
Yeah, those big old jorts.
Yeah, they fucking
Yeah.
were.
Man,
I still rock just basketball shorts all the time to this day.
That was such a cool shirt you owned.
Yeah, it's Soundwave
It
for
was.
Transformers
It
with a
was.
bandana.
I remember those.
Real
Did you
tight.
pick those up from Hate Street?
Yeah, from True, the store True.
Yup.
And you had the Megatron one.
I did. It was like
and
white.
green,
Yeah.
like neon lime.
I
green.
saw that you had this shirt and I was like, bro, is there like a different one? You're like, yep. And I was like,
the
got it.
Megatron one. It was Megatron with the bandana.
Yep.
And then the Megatron guns, making
Yeah.
an X
On
behind
the
him.
side. It was
So-
white. I usually don't
so
wear
cool.
white shirts.
But yeah, I mean, it's just crazy to see this shit. You know, like
It
'cause
was wild, dude.
We now have a production studio.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're out in Texas.
In Texas. I never thought I'd move out
Yeah.
of San Francisco.
That's insane. But,
It's
like,
not
you have-
expensive. Well, not too expensive over there compared to here.
You have one of the nicest, if not the nicest, production facility I've ever seen.
It's pretty nice.
And it's just like, we came from this little closet.
That's where we came from, dude. That's what we did. Remember how like you got your first interaction and stuff like that with IGN was that E3, and it was like I remember seeing that like Sony was doing. It was like, oh man, Sony last year let like all these fans who went to like the
Yeah.
pre E3 event, like community meetup, they gave them all tickets to E3, and I was like,
Getting in.
Tim, we're going. But you're like, I don't
Hold
know,
on,
man.
Actually, I have some pictures.
Oh, sweet. Because then Tim I was like, Tim, we got to do this. And Tim was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to do it. But at that point in time, we never did anything not together.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going. If
So
you go,
you're
like,
going.
if you don't go with me, like I'm going whether you want to or not. And then
Yes,
you're
you know
like,
we're in.
then you're like, I gotta go. So we got there, and then we did the whole event, and at the end they were like, everyone here is going to E3. We were like, whoa!
We got to see the Sony conference.
We got to see the Sony conference, and we got to be on the show floor.
And then we met Eric Hart and whatever that
yeah,
went to. All the other
that's
stuff.
where we were
But-
like, we were walking around, and you were like, that's the IGN booth, and like you stopped over, met Eric, and that trickled in.
But we also met so many like awesome people. Like this
Yeah.
is you at Corridor Digital.
Corridor Digital,
who are
dude.
like bigger than ever now.
Yep. And
Coolest thing ever.
Still make great videos to this day.
Yeah, hold on. Look at this.
Yep.
Stuttering Craig, now of Game Attack.
Now Game Attack.
We were so stoked to meet. And
Yep.
now we're boys.
Yeah.
And then there was one more E3 one. It's me and the legend himself,
It is.
the director of Super
It
Smash
is.
Brothers, Masahiro Sakurai.
Dude, little did we know this is probably some of the most fun we'd have at E3.
Oh my god!
Because then after
Totally.
that, we started working
Working it.
E3.
But we also had a lot of fun working E3.
We
This
did.
is us working E3 with Sexy Sax.
That was the IGN party, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, hey, we got Sexy Sax Man. And I was like, oh, that's random.
But hey,
But we loved it because we're
did.
into that type of shit.
such a fucking weird thing.
Yeah.
And some more fun production stuff, Kev. This was us when we were at IGN, but obviously
Avengers
there's
boy
the class
band.
we did the Avengers boy band.
Yeah.
Look at Fran.
You guys put
Look
the
at Hawkeye
skinniest
Fred.
dude as Hulk.
Yeah, Alfredo.
And I can't sing for shit, so Nick did the lines.
Nick was your voice.
He was my voice.
Yeah.
He did a beautiful job.
This is the Not Another Zombie
Yep.
Apocalypse short film series that we made. That, hey, you can still watch it now on IGN. You can still watch it on YouTube. Is it fantastic? Yes. I watched it recently. It's like Nick wrote it today.
Yeah.
If you
yeah.
like Nick at
Zoom in a
all,
little bit.
it's what's up?
Zoom in a little bit.
Zooming in messes things up. But yeah, so the fun story about this picture, actually, you might be like, why does the quality look so bad if this is a video that exists? This is playing on an IMAX screen in Dubai. Because IGN had a partnership
IGN, yeah.
where before movies in Dubai, they would play.
They would play videos, and
Our
this is
stupid ass
one of
thing.
the fucking things. Yeah.
Oh man, I love it.
That's nutty.
And then we just got us being us here.
Some of
The Hunter Pants and Alexis.
the parties, the Zip Davis party.
This was a one IGN video that we made, and a fan did screenshots of your many expressions. This is all
that
from,
was Brendan.
Oh, Brendan. Yeah.
Brendan, yeah, Graber.
Oh, Brendan Graber from IGN.
Brendan
IGN
Graber
Wikis.
from IGN Wikis.
This is all from one video.
Yeah, I made a lot of faces.
I've always said that you're a living Muppet, and like this
Yeah.
is proof of that.
I like emoting with my face. That's what I do. Jesus, so intense.
This is from the Mass Effect Space Hunt.
Oh my
My
god.
God.
Oh my goodness, was that a journey?
Give the story there.
What was it, Mass Effect 3? Mm-hmm. It was Mass Effect 3, and they thought they'd do this cool like interaction where they were like, hey, we're gonna launch a bunch of these games ahead of its release schedule, physical copies into space. Kind of like the upper atmosphere on like these like balloons, and they'll land down. You guys will be able to and you guys will be able to track them, and they're go get them. And the people that got them got to get the game early. So IGN was like, you guys go do it, because this thing was supposed to just go up, land in like a street corner or maybe like a rooftop or something like that. This was out in the woods, hours away. And we went all the way down there. We had, obviously it was us, so we brought full tactical gear, just a bunch of random shit. We went there, and we spent like half a day looking for it.
Do you remember, so right before they did the San Francisco one, the day before they did the Arizona one, and Arizona had some problems where the wind picked up, and it went 200 miles somewhere that wasn't, like, they didn't expect it to go.
Yeah.
So we were like, all right, we got to look at weather patterns. We
Oh
gotta
my
sit down
god!
and try
Not
to
that we
figure-
understood any of it.
No, for sure. But
we were like, it's gonna go south, and it did.
Dude, so this is the thing. It's like, we're having a lot of fun here. We're going through all these memories and stuff. But like real talk,
old school.
This Mass Effect Space Hunt that we did is such a perfect example of the go-getter attitude necessary to make sure that your dreams are accomplished, because we were not qualified to do any of
Nope,
this.
not at all.
IGN at one point
all.
thought we were dead.
Legitimately.
Well, yeah.
So, but the thing is, what the point I want to make here is that this was me, Kevin, and Alfredo, and we saw this was happening, and we're like, IGN, like we're gonna fucking do this, and they're
Yeah.
like, all right, go.
We pitched
Worst
it to
decision
them.
they ever made.
Oh,
'Cause, like, this
completely.
was super
We're
dangerous.
gonna take your camera.
But we spent a night legitimately planning this out. We went to Best Buy. We bought GPS trackers.
Yeah.
We bought like all the stuff that we just ended
None
up
of it
returning.
worked.
And yeah, none of that shit worked. But it was like we
Yeah.
were really trying to figure out the weather patterns and like all the.
I still felt like we got close.
we
we
did.
gotta get this thing. I mean,
So we
we
went-
we weren't the first to get there, but we were one of the first.
So we got to the launch place. They were launching it kind of like out by the beach.
Yep.
And we're there, and we realized our competition. There was like 10 other groups of people.
and they were decked out and they were ready to. And I was like, oh man, like that's when you start to realize that other people are really serious about this.
So all of a sudden, that meant Kevin was like, "Oh fuck these people, we're gonna win."
Yeah.
And the whole time, it was just Kevin filming us in a car in my old '94 Toyota Corolla. That was a piece of shit.
oh yeah, it made it though.
That was its last ride, man. We pushed that thing so hard. I'll never forget it, because we were driving, and like we saw all the other cars leave too. We
Yep.
thought that we had this on lock. We're like, Kevin is so smart doing all the science
Yeah,
and
we're
kind of
like,
shit. He
he's
knows
gonna
where
figure
this
this
thing
out.
is.
We got it though.
And
it
so we
went
were
down
following
the
it.
coast.
We
an
ended
hour
up
and a half.
We ended up an hour and a half
Yeah.
down, and we're following it. We're like, we're totally good. We get into the woods, and we're following this thing through on these winding paths, and all of a sudden we start seeing cars that we had noticed like 45 minutes earlier, and we're like, wait, we already saw that. It's like, oh my god, is that them?
Yeah.
And quickly there was like 6 cars that realized, wait, we're
It's-
all
we're
on
all-
this thing's
Yep.
tail.
I remember
We're right
we
on it.
pulled over and we ran out of the car, and then a bunch of cars stopped, and some cars like U-turned.
Well, that was the thing.
Yeah.
We freaked the fuck out. So it turned into a Fast and Furious moment, and we should not have done any of this. I'll never fucking forget. We see one car turn, and we're like, fuck this.
Yep.
And I turned off the road, and we were bring
Yeah.
this up. I was driving on this type of shit in my Toyota
Yeah.
Corolla.
Yeah,
And
it was not a good idea.
Like, it was one of those moments where I wasn't going to do it, but of course Kevin was like, do it. It's
He
going
was
to be
like,
okay.
"Got
It's
it."
going to be okay. And I trusted Kevin, and it ended up being okay. But Kevin's just like, go through that shit. And we're just fucking driving like idiots. Like, it was so unsafe.
What we found out later in that day, the GPS had stopped like sending out the message. So
Exactly.
the place where we were looking at wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Destin McGarry just walks upon it.
But
At the middle
no,
of the
but
night.
so like no one found it, and then in the middle of the night, Destin found it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Literally, we were there all day. We lost. There was no cell reception.
No, we found it before Destin did that night, I think, because we had like a whole.
No.
We thought we found it because it was something in a tree, and I was like, guys, I can climb this fucking tree.
No, it was talking about like 100-foot high, and Kevin's just like, I got this. We're
I've
like,
climbed
Kevin,
a
stop.
100-foot
We're
high
like, stop,
tree before.
stop, Kevin, no.
It was the middle of the night that we couldn't actually. We knew the area it was in. We just couldn't actually find it. But Destin found it in the night because
There was a light
there was
beacon.
A beacon.
Yeah. But during the middle of the day, the thing that we thought was it, like, there was like 5 groups there trying to MacGyver their way up the tree, throwing things, hooks, anything they could like put together, like trying. One guy was like trying to climb. I remember he actually like, he got up there, he was hitting the branch fell, and then got stuck on like a lower branch, like 20 feet down. It was like, no, and that's when everyone was just deflated at that point.
I'm still certain I could have gotten up there.
Stop, Kevin.
He definitely could have got up. Could he get down? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know that. We don't know that.
I'll
The guy
never-
had climbing gear that went up, actual climbing gear.
No.
This was one of
need
our
it.
first experiences, like with dealing with video games PR at all, and it
Yeah.
was to this day the craziest one I've
I
had.
still
Eventually,
have
they
my
just.
jacket.
Eventually, they were just. We're gonna just send you guys the copies.
Oh yeah, but I'll never forget the PR guy for EA at the time, just being defeated. Being
Yeah.
like, he was so
Yeah.
broken. He's
Sad.
like, why did
That
we
was
do
rough.
this? This is not safe. This is not okay.
Yeah.
And meanwhile,
You had
me
to
and
deal
were
with a
just
lot.
like,
Well,
It's
the
hilarious.
thing too is just like going back to what Kevin said earlier. Like IGA thought we were dead because the whole time we pitched it and they're like, cool, and then they're like, hey, give us like updates and stories that we can put on the front page as it's going down. So we're updating them throughout the day. Then eventually we hit a point where we're starting to lose service. So we checked in and we're just like, who got it? It was you or
it was Nick.
No, someone got something. So anyways, we checked in. I think it was like Tim. Tim was just like, all right, hey, we're here. He's filming it. He's like, oh, hey, we're here. Like, we're in the middle of the woods. No one knows where this thing is at. It's eventually it's going to get dark. We can't find it. And Alfredo just got poison ivy. And then, like, that's the last thing we sent. And then we didn't send them any other update for,
we
like.
lost reception
We lost
after that.
reception. So we didn't send them anything for, like, 6 hours. So then when we got reception, we had all these emails and texts and phone calls just thinking that we were dead
And
out in
you
the
actually
woods.
got fucked up.
Yeah.
From
Yeah, it was bad.
God, we were
Yeah,
so
it
stupid.
was
But then
stupid.
simpler times. This
So
is
good.
we shot when we did the Shit Gamers Say.
Oh my god, do you remember how long that shoot
The
took?
shoot was
a
like
very
13
long
hours.
shoot.
This
we
was
had
at like
no idea how to set up lights.
anything.
We didn't know how to
yeah.
do anything.
This is like 3 a.m. Us just pretending we know what we're doing, and this was like one of my first times like talking to a camera, and it required so many takes. Like it was so bad. But then,
Are we shooting a light directly at you
Yeah,
from
dude.
like?
yeah.
but yeah,
remember-
this is another one. This is for the same shoot. We're setting shit up that we don't know what we're doing. Look at Kevin down there,
Yeah.
touching things he's
Look at
never
him.
touched
He's like,
before.
I'll figure it out. And we
Figured it out. The video looked
did.
okay.
I mean, no, 90% of the time we did. The other 10%, something broke.
Well,
but that's-
eventually.
But then
did
he fixed
another-
that.
We did another video, and we like Finnegan was like, "Oh, I'm down to help."
Yeah.
And it was so much
so much better.
faster.
So much better.
So much faster.
That was 1 week into Finnegan being at IGN, and he was like, I could do that easy. And
Yeah.
it took like
We're
2
just like,
hours.
oh,
Who are
my
these guys that don't
goodness.
work here?
Yeah.
It's like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
They
it.
will.
That's so yeah, exactly. That's so funny, man. No, but real talk, like I feel like the moral of this story is the most important. If you're out there and want to do this stuff, you just got to find your team.
Yeah.
You got to find your team
You
and
gotta
get
find your crew
scrappy and do something.
I
Like,
mean, the whole thing with the Shit Gamers said, this was during a time at IGN where it was just like only the editors were on camera. The video team being on camera wasn't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you had this awesome idea and you were like, hey,
It
I
was
want to
just-
do this.
yeah.
And they're like, it's not going to
Wait,
work.
Did you ask permission or?
No.
No.
Yeah, we just did it.
We
right?
just did it over the
I remember
weekend.
It was Friday.
Yeah.
At like 7:00, and I just get there, and people being like, "Who's that guy?"
People were like, what the
It's
fuck?
like, I know about
But like we did it anyways, right? The whole video, you edited it and everything, and then said, hey, I made this. Do you guys want it? And then they're like,
sure,
sure.
whatever.
It was a hit.
fuck up.
And then they were like, we need more. We need more. We need more. We need
You
more.
got ideas.
Yeah.
There we go. You gotta love it. Before we move on, ladies and gentlemen, actually, Kevin.
All right.
Actually, no, we're good. We're good. Before we move on, I want to tell you about our sponsors. This episode is brought to you by the Besties podcast. You've heard us talk about it a whole bunch. It is one of Andy Cortez's favorite podcasts of all time. It's exclusive to Spotify. You can get it there for free, man. Every Friday, the creators of The Adventure Zone, Justin and Griffin McElroy, are joined by their two best friends and hardened video game reporters, Russ Frushtick and Chris Plant, to go deep on a single new video game. If you've ever been a fan of Polygon, you know these guys because they founded it. They've been doing this for years. It's hilarious. They are so talented. And if you like video games, if you're watching the show, you probably do. You're going to enjoy them quite a bit. The Besties can't do it without their fans who write in each week. So you can write in, get your questions, comments, concerns read on the show. You can find the Besties on Spotify, which also has all your favorite podcasts, including this one, including all the kind of funny ones. Go check out Spotify podcasts. They're great. But the Besties is free and only on Spotify. So go listen to the Besties free only on Spotify. And next up, shout out to Honey. Honey's the best way to save money when you're online shopping. We've all been there. We're buying stuff online. We're thinking there must be a coupon code. There must be something that's going to save me money. You don't even need to think. You just get Honey. It's just an extension. You install it once, and you're instantly saving, for us, thousands of dollars. Kind of funny to save thousands of dollars. Personally, I've definitely saved at least $1,000. Kevin as well. Kevin, recently, tell me about your experience.
Oh man, I went to buy some sheets on Pottery Barn or PB Teens for them Harry Potter sheets, and I got 20% off coupon. Did I buy an absurd amount of sheets? I sure did. I sure did, and I saved a lot of money. 20%. That adds up.
That does add up. But that's the thing. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online, and they're adding more every single day. It always blows my mind because I'll just be online shopping, and whatever it is, whether it's like Best Buy or like someone's random kind of like smaller, a YouTuber's store or whatever, it'll just pop up, and you don't need to do anything. This little guy comes up, he dances for a second.
You don't have to deal with the hassle of all these expired codes or anything like that.
Nope. It just gets you the best deals. It lets you know what's going on. Not using Honey is literally passing up free money. It's free to use and installs in just 2 clicks. You can get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/morning. That's joinhoney.com/morning. Seriously, you should do this. It's awesome. One of the greatest inventions of my time, if I'm being honest. Back to the show. Well, let's see. Where do I want to go here?
Dude, there's just...
Oh, this will be fun.
We had the eras, man.
So,
oh my God.
So we faked it till we made it when it came to a lot of things.
No, 100%.
And one of the things we decided was we need to, walk the walk before we talk the talk.
Yep.
And we're just like, well, we need a logo and we need merch.
God, we thought...
the first thought was like, we're not a thing until we make T-shirts, which I'm telling you right now, not the way to go about
this.
Make the content. Focus on the content.
Yeah, do that
The
first.
branding and all the other stuff, that can come later.
That slowed us down a lot. We're trying to do all that. So we were... Whew. Just
What's
having,
up, Kev?
Dude,
I'm sure
Tim
you're
sitting
gonna
there
pull
trying
up
to...
logos in a minute.
Do you remember? Yeah, Tim trying to perfect the logo and the business card, and then the grading on the business card. I was like, dude, we got to just go at some point.
The amount of hours that me and Tim spent in his closet trying to figure out how what was it?
Illustrator,
works.
yeah.
And just being so frustrated.
But see,
literally
here's the
moving
thing.
things pixel by pixel.
We learned Illustrator. And that, if there is a takeaway here, it's have a vision and just do it. Just like, hey, I want to make this thing. Figure out how to make it. You can do it. You have all the skills.
Dude, now it's easier than ever because there's so many tutorials on YouTube.
Exactly.
So many.
Bring this up, Kevin.
I was going to say, this first logo, not made with Illustrator.
No. This was MS Paint.
This was Paint.
And this was horrible. But we decided we wanted our name to be Mostly Sunny and
Mostly
Epic.
Sunny and Epic.
You can
obviously
see there's a sun. He's wearing cool guy glasses.
Yeah,
It looks like
he's
he
a cool
has
sun.
an eye patch. But
He's a little scrub sun.
It's a perspective thing. And the Epic is the explosion, and then here we are.
I mean, this was again. I say this.
I did.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I'm not gonna lie. If we put this on a white shirt, I think I'd wear it.
It has that look.
This was during the time where the word epic wasn't overplayed.
Exactly.
To hell.
Exactly.
And we're just like, oh, gotta get in on that.
So, but then we decided that we wanted
all
our
of
company
this.
to be called Simply Complex.
Simply Complex.
So the first one we came up with, we knew we wanted the colors to be purple and blue.
Those were our colors. Tim with the blue.
If you know me at all, you know that nothing has changed when it comes to me being blue.
Same with the blue.
I've always
myself
been
with
a
the purple.
more hot pink fan, but Alfredo, you were all about the purple.
I was all about the purple. Painted my walls purple.
You did paint your walls,
The
in your
whole-
bedroom,
the whole shebang.
real purple.
Yeah,
but
it
we
was
wanted it to be
choice.
simple, and we wanted an image that would like show off what the brand was.
Why did
Like,
we put a? Why
So
was
a
it? Why,
half-filled glass of water with an S and a C.
So here's the thing. The S and the C is like it's the ripples in the water.
Oh, yeah, I got
okay,
that.
Kevin. Okay.
I got
you get?
that.
Do you
here's
get it though,
something-
Kevin?
Here's what's simple and complex. Is it half full or is
Or
it half
half
empty?
empty.
You never know. You never know. You know what I mean?
Guys,
you
come on.
And you still won't know to this day, because who knows if we know?
It's simply complex, baby. But then after this, we made.
It started getting a little real.
We were just like, all right, let's just do something that just looks cool. And like to us at the time,
Yeah, we're
this
like,
looks
hey,
cool.
cool font, mix up the colors.
You know what I mean?
Back
Just
and
boom, boom,
forth on
boom.
like how the colors are gonna go.
But then this was when we started going a little overboard.
yeah,
But it's like, look at that. We got the simple font.
And
We
then
got the complex font.
TM though. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah. God, it's
we
the
had
worst place
to
possible.
fake it till we made it.
We had to make like, but this looks kind of legit.
I still think the
Bring
font
it up,
was.
Kev.
I still think the font was a great choice.
But if you see this shit, you'd be like, all right, that's a thing.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just
I
us
know
that think. Maybe it's just us that thinks it's a
I don't
thing.
think I helped with any of these. It was
No,
the-
you didn't.
No. Kevin
was a
came in
different
and it
time,
looked
though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
but
know this
I
looks
ended up
horrible.
helping with the crane because like I like the
Oh,
crane.
yeah.
Yeah, because we were like, we need a logo. We need
So
it
what
to be.
we settled on.
I think it just have.
Hold on, don't.
Yeah.
Do it,
You
yeah,
gonna
hold
pause
on.
it?
Yeah. So. What the fuck?
Man, I remember when we rendered this.
Because I like this.
So
I
bring it up.
dude, it's still still fucks with it to this day.
This is what we ended up with, which is dope.
It's
as
so
fuck.
cool.
Look at that shit. That is clean.
Oh man, that's legit. That's
That's legit.
That's a production.
Put it on a shirt. Someone put it on a shirt.
Throw it on.
Didn't we?
We did, dude. We print out. We had
So here's the thing.
Oh my god, we made so many shirts.
Going in order here. So Kevin and I spent hundreds of hours. It felt like at least 72 hours.
It was for sure a
Making
whole weekend.
this crane.
A whole weekend.
Yeah.
Of sitting there trying to like.
Figure
I
out
remember
Illustrator.
I had folded a crane
Mm-hmm.
and we would just look at it and be like, all right. Then we drew it out and then it was like, all right, now let's draw out an Illustrator. And it's
Yup.
like, no, it looks too chubby. Let's change this. Let's change that.
And it looks dope at the end of it. So okay,
Yeah.
cut off for a sec. So we did it and we put it on the videos that we made. Which by the way, we only made like 5 videos.
Maybe like 5.
We spent all this time on this
We
stuff.
have a lot of videos that we never made that
There
we
was
were working on.
So many folders. I have all the footage.
Dude,
I
we had
know,
a
I'm aware.
Sonic
We got-
video.
we've been talking about that Sonic video a lot recently with the movie. But the thing was, we just had the image for the Simply Complex logo, and that would just start our videos.
Yep.
We didn't know motion graphics. We didn't know anything.
No.
But we didn't have many fans, but we had fans.
We
There were
did.
people that
We did.
watched the videos we made and that were demanding more. One of them was super talented and ended up making this and sending it to me. Bring it up.
Look at that. I still fucks with it.
That's
But
so
you-
good.
It's so good.
see
It's
the
so
ripple?
good.
Yeah.
Look at the ripple down there when it lands.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh
Oh,
man.
it's wings.
All right,
Subtle
all
and
right.
beautiful.
So here's the thing. I fucking loved it, but I was like, this is too long. Like, even though I was like, this is
We're
too
just
much.
like it needs to be shorter.
I
we
was
gotta get
trying
to the
to-
content.
I was trying to work with him to make it shorter, and at some point he's like, no, that took me a long time. I can't do this. And I was like, I will pay you. He's like, what will you pay me? I'm like,
I don't. We didn't know.
yeah,
we
I
didn't
fucking
know.
no idea. And also
We had no
didn't have
clue.
money.
Yeah.
That was an empty threat.
We had dreams.
We did have dreams. So then I went back, and Kevin and I took a physical paper crane.
Yep.
Which, by the way, I can't fold a paper crane. Kevin
No,
can.
Kevin can.
He's the master of origami.
Kevin's the folder.
And for a separate story, there was another video where Kevin folded, no lie,
There's 1,000.
1,000
Yeah,
cranes.
there's 1,000 cranes. Yes, it was 1,000 cranes. And we used it for like a shot.
Literally, it was for.
The reaction of that video never got made because the reaction was terrible.
It was so bad.
Oh, cool.
Ugh.
And it's just like, all right.
Oh,
so
God,
here's the thing, though.
yeah.
But Kevin and I were like, all right, there's this guy that made this animation. There's something there.
Yep.
So we took the crane that Kevin made and like found key parts of it.
Yep.
And we're like, I was like, cool. So then we went back to Illustrator and made a whole like every step of the crane.
Dude,
and then
like,
I
frame for frame
learned After Effects. And we're using the terms learned very lightly.
very
Yeah.
loosely.
But this is the thing of like,
Basic understanding.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
None
but
of us did.
But we worked together, and from zero to hero, we ended up with this, which I'm pretty proud of. Wait, hold on, Kev. There we go.
It's beautiful.
That's pretty cool.
It's like I almost shedded a tear, like a single tear.
But so that's the thing is we spent way too much time doing
But yeah, I mean, this held us up for like I'm talking months, like half a year to a year, where it's like logo.
But Tim always wanted to do it right.
Yeah, he
had to
did.
do
Yeah,
it right.
he wanted to do it
But
right.
so here's the thing.
And
Then we
I-
decided.
but
like,
it
we
just
need
got to the point where
t-shirts.
like we got it.
We need T-shirts. We can't make videos to selling
Dude,
T-shirts.
yeah, because we were like, we gotta have merch.
'Cause
So
we're gonna make gold, and people are gonna want to wear it.
Yeah, that's literally what we thought. So we printed
I-
like 250 shirts.
yeah,
With no plan to sell them.
None.
no,
like,
None.
not
I
at
mean,
all.
It wasn't like there was like avenues where you could use it to like distribute.
No, not
it.
like today.
No.
Yeah,
We just like so we made 250 of these shirts.
I mean, they looked cool.
The shirts are cool.
The shirts are
and,
dope.
and they sat in a giant box in my closet for years. Years.
we had so many shirts that we had to divide it between our two houses.
We did.
And they just sat there.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
so fucking cool though.
The shirts were the material was thicker than I wanted it to be. I
Yeah,
do remember
yeah.
that.
I actually
was like,
really
"Thi-
like that material.
I was like, this is a heavy shirt.
Campus fucking material.
And then we went back and forth for hours of the quality of the shirt and the price we want to do on the shirt. Like we got stuck
Why?
on like the back end
Why?
instead of the creative aspect of it for so
Pop off
long.
But then we eventually went to, when we were working at IGN, we're trying to pitch them on shows, and this didn't work successfully. But like the thing that we wanted to do is we
failures,
wanted
man.
a show called Ignorant Interns, because you can't spell IGN without
So
ignorant.
ignorant.
And so
Not the way that.
Yep. Stop.
we made this, 'cause and it was going to be about me and Alfredo being interns at IGN.
Interns at IGN.
And just the shenanigans that we
The
get
day
into.
in the life, you know what I mean? The random stuff we get up to.
And Fran,
shaking it up.
Fran's bitch ass didn't like it.
No, he didn't.
And
No,
he saw this. He's like, no, no, you can't use the logo that way. If you're gonna do this, you need to make sure that it's like,
Oh,
dumb
he
it
was-
down. You need to make
Yep.
it like not look like the IGN official thing. And I
He
was
has
just like,
hands all in the
fine.
cookie jar.
So the next day, I came back with this,
What a good response.
and Fran, totally okay with this one. So I like to feel that this was full circle. You know what I mean? We start with the Mostly Sunny and Epic, and we ended
oh
up
my
we
God,
ended up
right
with
back
this.
here.
Pop off.
Damn, dude.
It's some
There was
crazy
like
shit,
there's
man.
like
God,
three.
we planned so much of ignorant interns. That just never happened.
We had
This
like
never
episodes
happened.
planned
Yeah.
out. Even for like Simply Complex, there was so many video ideas that we had, and then like that
Nowhere.
half of that was planned out.
I mean, let's see. Where do I want to start? You know what? Actually, for some reason,
Oh,
so a lot of the clips that I
God,
have
yeah.
are from Handycam stuff, like camcorder bullshit.
And a lot of it's
So
bits and pieces.
It won't even play because it's choppy because it's like
It's just like
the wrong type of file format.
Yeah.
like it's OG movie files and converting it.
oh my
is a
god, I
bitch.
see slow mo tests on there.
you mean the
Remember when we
actual-
figured out how to do slow mo on the camera? We filmed everything.
So dumb, man. Hold on, where
I mean,
is
that
it?
ended up being a very, very successful idea. Had we figured
So
out?
this
I
was-
mean, yeah, it's a very successful channel now. You know, slow mo guys.
This Alfredo was a day that we got our hands on our first ever HD camera. Because
Yep.
before this, everything was in 480.
Yep.
And this was like, I forgot how, but somebody lent it. I think it was from school or some shit. And they're like, hey, for the weekend, you can have this. So me and you just went out and shot things. And like, I have hours of footage of us just being like, look, it's a chair
so clear.
in HD.
It's so clear.
It's a tree
We
in HD.
shot everything that we saw all around the city, and then we came back and watched us reacting to that footage. And like in the footage, we're like, "Oh my god, it's HD!" And they're like, "Dude, it looks so good in HD."
It's
like,
Later,
it's
you
so
had
dumb.
me come over.
yeah,
to show me.
Yeah, we
You
had
said
Kev go over.
footage.
Yeah,
the thing
then
is,
we
like-
had Kev.
how crazy is it that we've come so far that like we can shoot 4K, 120 frames per second
on
with
our
just
phone.
when this was such a big deal to
It
us.
was
But Kev, I want to watch
huge,
this,
man.
because this was the last one we shot of the day. And just listen,
We had to buy more storage
hilarious.
space.
Did you see that?
Yeah, dude. So clean.
Fuck, is that me? Am I there?
You hit all right, I gotta go. Like, you're like, I'm done with this shit. But yeah, you hear Kevin in the background of this too. Us just going around Japantown filming fucking Priuses. Why?
Yeah.
The
Because it was
reflection, man.
HD, dude. It was so clear.
So stupid. But like, all right, so hold on.
At that point, we
This-
didn't have HD TVs, you know?
No, totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we really didn't. It didn't.
It just didn't exist. So all right, so this one is also choppy and shit. So pull this up, Kev. I'm not gonna have the audio for this.
God,
but,
was this the Honda Odyssey?
dude, this was your mom's
Yeah.
Odyssey. We had so many adventures in that car.
We went to Disneyland in that car. We did a bunch of things.
This is the day that we
Man.
became men, and by that I mean you finally bought
Yeah.
your dream TV.
And like I said earlier with your TVs,
Oh my
we did the exact
God.
same thing with mine. I researched it for like half a year. We walked in, looked at it for like half a year. Then I was like, that's it. I'm buying the TV. It was, what was it? Like a 58 inch?
58-inch
Panasonic
Panasonic
V10, dude.
Beautiful
The-
TV. But do you remember we also then went to celebrate and ate at Fuddruckers?
We went to
and it was-
Fuddruckers.
We all had a
Oh.
1 pound burger.
So this is cool.
Yeah,
Greg.
we celebrated the TV by eating 1 pound burgers with Fuddruckers. And when we actually got the TV set up, we watched so many snippets of movies on said TV. The Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah.
We watched that. We were like, oh my God, the black levels.
Because the thing, it was the Panasonic, the plasma, the black levels were
yeah,
like the
we're
thing.
like unmatched.
It was 100,000 to 1.
yeah,
Yeah.
contrast
We're
ratio.
like, what?
And now we have OLED, and it's
Yeah,
just like so
OLED.
much better. But
Really?
look,
Amazing.
look, it's the purple walls.
Yeah, there's the purple walls. Oh, dude, the fucking Logitech speakers. It was just like so. Oh, there's
Here's
so many.
rock band shit.
Rock
This is literally
band.
so cool. Greg's just laying on the bed filming us unboxing. We were unboxing before other motherfuckers were unboxing.
Yeah,
You know?
dude, look at that bad boy. We watched Transformers.
I love it, man.
That I gutted out my closet because I was like, you know
that
what?
was
I
the-
want this to be done right. I gutted out my entire closet and
Hell yeah, you did.
made that like my home entertainment space.
Oh, I love it, dude. We're so stupid. But again, nothing has changed. Like
No, I
now,
still do
see,
the dumbest
now it's like
things.
you're like PC Master Race shit, but you're still just like, oh man, we got a variable refresh rate, dude. We
Oh,
need that
dude,
shit.
man, if you're playing FPS games, it's not at 144 frames and it's competitive, and are you trying to play competitively? What are you doing?
What is you
What
doing?
is you doing?
So let's just look at a couple fun things here. So this was for wait, no, hold on. I want to look at
God, yeah, we also entered like I'm reading Chronicle contests. We entered a lot of contests to try
So
and
check
do
this out.
cool stuff.
What do we shoot this on?
this was the camcorder.
Yeah.
This was the camcorder with a 35 millimeter adapter.
Yeah. They
was
got
the
stuck on
camcorder
there, we never took
what
it
is
off.
was the camcorder the one that we got the ND filter stuck on and we
Yeah.
could not take it off?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yep.
So this was for some bit, and like we were gonna add VFX to it later.
It looks like you had a passive saturation or some shit on there.
No,
No.
Really?
I
This
think
is how it's
I think it
shot.
was just the
but
settings on the camera.
There's a lot going on in this
God, I
clip.
remember
'Cause
this
you were
pla-
gonna
like
fall,
your old house.
and I was gonna run up to you and like try to help you, but you can see in this clip that I turn too fast and my glasses fly off.
Yep.
And then when I go to get down on you, I accidentally hit you in the dick.
Oh, 100%.
This is actually a really good bit. I've always enjoyed this.
There go the glasses.
Right on the dick, dude.
You guys,
He literally
Oh wait, damn it!
yeah, sorry, give me 1 second.
Wait, yeah, but move it over.
he literally fully palms my dick.
Go for it.
All right, so the glasses fly off.
And then you just hold the hand there.
Dude, it was like full palm too.
Uh,
We're closer than ever that day.
damn, this is hard to see. Hold
Yeah,
on.
ignorant interns, iPod commercial tests. There were so many things.
see.
We'd see commercials and we'd try to like replicate it. We'd see like video contests and we'd try to enter them.
Oh, here we go.
One of the things I'm the proudest is that PlayStation commercial that we
Yes.
Hold on, pull this up.
God,
wait.
I look back and I'm like, thank God I don't know. I learned a bit.
10 seconds starting now.
we not win an Academy Award? We were snubbed that year.
We were snubbed. And every other year,
Wait,
man.
isn't that the video that won?
Wait, yeah, it was.
That's the video that
or
won.
yeah, it
You're right.
did.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was a,
These were tests for what
For-
would eventually become that video.
that video that did win
video
the
worked
award.
out perfectly.
Never mind, we did win
There's
the
the
award.
joke that we have where we have both of your guys' brothers switch
our
in
stunt
as your
doubles?
stunt doubles.
Oh my god!
It was
Because
brilliant.
our brothers look like us, and so we had them in as our stunt doubles.
Look at this. We figured out how to do the iPod commercial thing.
Okay, 3, 2.
Where did we shoot this?
We shot it in like the rec room of my mom's place.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it's
it
just
was
like-
the public.
It looked pretty
space.
cool though.
It came out great.
That's how we learned green screen.
Dude, look at the gradient and everything.
We
We got vests and put them in any video.
any
we could.
video we could. We got
any video.
We had tactical vests, so we're like we have to use them.
Literally in the video we were talking about earlier, the space drop thing.
Yeah.
I had the tactical vest, and I actually had batteries.
And Kev wasn't even
Oh,
in the
100%.
video.
100%. But that was
But,
just how we
I was
rolled,
just using it
man.
for storage. I still have that tactical
Oh
vest.
my god.
So here's our super slow mo test.
Gavin Free, step aside.
Exactly, dude. We're
You
the
know
real
what I'm
slow mo
saying?
guys. Like, why? Why did we do this?
I don't know. Like,
It doesn't even look great.
it doesn't at all. It doesn't feel
And like we had these are like real freaking swords.
they were real swords.
And I just
Chinatown, man.
tossed that shit.
Dude, you can get anything from Chinatown, San Francisco.
Like that we could have got so injured.
But we would film this stuff and we'd watch it a million times
And be
because
so
we were
proud of
so
ourselves.
proud, so entertained. Because at the end of the day, we just wanted to make ourselves laugh, and we just wanted to make funny. We just wanted to make shit that we thought was funny.
Yeah.
And I doesn't look funny now, but I mean, like it's cool. It's cool looking back and
You
being like,
think this is hilarious.
Yeah.
I love this. Dude.
this is like the high school college phase that we had. Then we had the IGN phase, and now we are in the kind of funny slash
Adult phase.
achievement hunter phase. Yeah,
This
the
is it.
adult
Well,
phase.
so that's the funny thing too is like, you know, we've always been into video games. We've always been into like, you know, making videos and dumb shit. But
Yep.
like you really got into like pro gaming in high school.
Yes,
And like
there
we were inseparable for most of our lives. that we
could
knew
not
each other.
get us apart from each other, but there was a year
Junior
that
year of high school,
it
you
was
just left me.
shaky, and I'm talking about I would like spend every day with Tim when it hit like summer break or winter break.
You lived
My
with
family knew, like, hey, Fredo is gonna pack up his stuff and he's just gonna go live with Tim.
Mm-hmm.
And your mom knew that I was gonna just move in and we were just gonna hang out all summer. We were gonna play video games and then we were gonna gossip like schoolgirls as we walked to the 7-Eleven.
and film some stupid
And
shit
film
and then
some
go back and
stu-
watch all night long.
Exactly.
And then there was just one year you played Counter-Strike.
It was
Source.
It was Counter.
Wait, no, just normal Counter-Strike.
It was Counter-Strike and it was on the Xbox because I was up until like 4 years ago, I was Xbox like huge just console gamer. So I played that and I played Rainbow Six Vegas and I loved playing competitive FPS games and that's when I found out like you know, like teams and scrimming and like game battles, which is like online MLG like competitions and seasons, stuff like that. And so for a whole year, you'd be like, all right, Fredo, where are we going? I'm like, nah, I got scrims. I got to go. Like, I have a match later I have to scrim for or whatnot. And that's where that was the farthest apart we've ever been.
There was, it was like probably an 8-month period where it's like for a while we were hanging out and you were just playing Counter-Strike the entire time. And I was like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
yeah.
this shit.
Anytime we would actually hang out, I'd be like, nah,
Oh, I got to
you-
scrim. I gotta
yeah,
scrim.
you come
like,
over.
No, you got to Tim, man.
and then
Come on.
and I'll be playing Counter-Strike.
But so whatever, we got through that, the dark ages, I would say.
was
But
very
I'm a
dark.
little worried. I'm a little worried about Achievement Hunter. Your new bros over there, the Michael Joneses of the world. Are they about to lose you? Are they about to lose you again? Because I see you out here.
Oh, I had to have one last hoorah.
This was last weekend.
One-
you in Montreal.
last hoorah. So so this is at the Rainbow Six Six Invitational, which is the biggest Rainbow Six esport event and is hosted in Montreal. All pro teams from around the world come and compete. And 3 years ago, Ubisoft sent me down as an Achievement Hunter content creator with with some of my fellow Achievement Hunters. Last year, they requested just me to come and spectate. This year, they're like, hey, would you like to compete in kind of like this side competition that we're having called the Creator Cup? And it was going to be over the course of 4 Sundays, 3 Sundays online, where I would be put into a team with 4 other Siege content creators streaming or YouTube, and we would compete against other creators, and we'd have an NA division and an EU division, and the top teams from each region would duke it out on the main stage at the 6th Invitational for, I think it was like $20,000 for St. Jude charity. And so it was like one of those things where, like, I have been playing competitive games all my life. When I was at IGN, like when I actually started doing on-camera stuff and being a producer at IGN, I hosted FPS content. I talked about FPS content. I gave guides about FPS content. And that's what I was known as. When I left IGN to stream full-time, I was doing FPS. And so when I joined Achievement Hunter is all about just dicking around and shenanigans. So it was one of those things where I had to rewire my brain from going and playing games and being like, that weren't just FPS, that were other games like GTA and Minecraft. Not only that, but then when I did play games, not look at it the way I looked at it for like 10, 15 years and go, okay, what's the best strategy? What's the best way to do this? How do I win? You know what I mean? Like, just kind of that real competitive like spirit and drive that was wired into my core. And I had to, that's one of the things I struggled with Achievement Hunter. I was just like, how do I bring down the casualness and make this content so it's more entertaining than it is competitive? And so this was kind of like one of my, I did a 2-part documentary series with Omen, talking about all this.
I was in that.
And yeah, you were talking about like the old days. And this I got pinged for a month ago, and I was like, oh man, I couldn't pass this up to be able to play on the like one of the biggest esports stages in a whole like Coliseum in front of thousands of people.
And you won.
And yeah, we won. And
that's
like
so dope.
We, they did the whole thing where like they had, I think it was Anna, she hosted a lot of like esports events. She's over at Twitch. Like she had her like, call out the EU team individually by name, and they all walked out of the tunnel and the smoke and fog, and then EU, we all walked out, we lined up, got down, sat down, did the whole like, playing and sitting down, doing the esports thing. Right off the bat, like Siege is a 5v5 competitive shooter. You got 1 life per round, 5 against 5. And like the first round, I was feeling it, popped off, had 4 kills right off the bat. And like just to feel that energy in the crowd, it was just like, man, it was throwing me back.
Hold on. Don't bring this up yet, Kev. So you bring it up, the like coming through and having the smoke and like the tunnel and all that stuff. One of my favorite kind of funny moments of all time was Kind of Funny Live 3. And here, bring this up now, Kev. We did the Battle Royale thing.
We did.
And like I knew that we were going to have you as one of the guest people coming out. And I got to make the intro music and intro videos for everybody. And making yours, it just felt so right. Based on our history, based on how much Halo you've played and stuff, I was like, we're going to do this and we're blowing it the fuck out. It's about to be the most epic thing ever. So hold on one sec.
Coming out to the...
Oh, you already came out? Fuck.
Yeah, I did.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. I messed that up.
I remember that you showed me the intro that you made, and I was like, "It's me. I mean, it's perfect."
All right, here we go, Kev.
It's made from the tears of the men at Kind of Funny. I will mount it on my wall, so when you walk into my beautiful home in Atlanta, Georgia, everyone will know that I am better than Greg Miller.
Just take the controller, you bitch.
Wow!
Oh my God!
So, ladies and gentlemen, the match is simple. The game, Gang Beasts. 1 round, it is 3 men and 5 special guest entrants. Number 1 is...
That's a picture from... Oh, yeah, I told you the Goldberg thing. Dude, I loved it, man.
It's
it was
so fucking great.
Fun.
Well, we're going to just play a little longer. His friend's entrance is my second favorite thing.
This guy knows games. This guy fucks.
Well,
7.9.
My favorite thing about that is we didn't tell him we were going to put the verdict dance thing in. And so it's behind him as he's doing it. And it's just perfectly timed because he's just that damn Fran.
Yeah, little did I know Xavier Woods would chop me in the chest during Rooster Teeth's Extra Life stream.
How can I find that picture?
I could send it to you.
Yeah, hold on. I got it. You recently sent me it.
Yeah, I did.
I found it. Tell the story.
But I mean, just to wrap up the esports event, yeah, I mean, we played we played best of one match. We won. I got MVP for the team, and we got little trophies, and
That's my little Frady cat.
It was a very special moment to me, coming from like someone who lived, eat, and breathed FPS games. But every year Rooster Teeth does I think it's a 24-hour stream for Extra Life. We raise over $1 million. And, we have everyone come down.
We hit 100K this year, so,
That's big.
It's pretty dope,
That's
right?
Dope.
We hit 100
Come on,
K,
man.
Love it.
So we have, everyone that we know, friends and everything, come down. And Xavier Woods is one of the people that came down.
Sorry,
it's
I
okay.
fucked
You
up.
have access to assets.
Yep, I messed that up.
He was injured on at the time. I don't know if he still is.
He still is.
Yeah.
Damn. He's out for a long time.
And there was a segment where we did werewolves, and the punishment was either paintball or a chop to the chest by Xavier himself.
Should have gone with the paintball.
No, okay. That's what I'm saying. Everyone is like, you should have gone with paintball, should have gone paintball. Here's the thing.
What to expect,
I've done paintball. I know what to expect. But I knocked out Miles in the first round, and he chose to get chopped in the chest. Then, second round of werewolves, he knocked me out. And so I was like, there's no way I'm not going to be. It became a fucking testosterone contest real fast, because I was like,
you're playing the meta.
I was like, I'm not going to be the guy that bitches out and gets a paintball shot.
For the content, man.
And so
here's the content.
Here's the content.
Warning, this is a little scary.
I got chopped in the chest twice. And this was on me for a week. You could see Xavier's knuckles.
Yeah.
No,
damn.
The individual, like the inside, right?
Yeah, just the individual, like actual bone. So the first time I got out, we spin the wheel, and you either do it's a 1 or 2, and it was a 2. So I was like, all right, what are you gonna do 2 of? I'm like, I gotta do the chest chop, right? And he's like, where do you want the other one? I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it in the back. I was worst decision ever. So, Xavier, being the courteous, professional he is, he comes up to me, and he's hopping on one leg. All right, this guy is at half power right now. And he goes, I want you to breathe. So he's like, stick your chest out, breathe. And he was like, I'm gonna come across, straight across, boom, right here. And he was like, you're gonna feel it. It's gonna hurt, but you're gonna be fine. Chops me in the chest. I was like, oh, you feel it. Then I was like, okay, I got one more. Turn around, and he chops from above straight down onto my back. Never again. It stung so hard. Then
belly flop on your back.
Yep. We did more rounds, and other people were getting knocked out. Everyone was like, I gotta do the chop. Gotta do the chop. Not gonna be the first guy to do it, to take a paintball. Then it gets to one of the final rounds. I get hit again for 1. And I was like, oh, come on. And I was the only one. People got hit multiple times, but I was the only one that got hit and then waited like 10, 15 minutes to get hit again. So I go up, and Xavier goes, okay, this is going to be really painful. This is not going to be like how it was before. He's like, your chest right now has been sitting there for a bit, and it's really tender. So you're really going to feel this. And he just goes, whap. And my soul left my body. And I felt like I ascended into the heavens, and I've never felt a pain like that pain.
And they just do this. Like, that's just their life.
Yeah. We do. That's more of the extreme, but yeah, we do a lot of like.
Don't talk about the wrestlers.
Oh, the wrestlers?
Like, that's what they do.
Yeah. No, and he was telling us a story off of the side too. He was like, yeah, a little behind the scenes thing. He's like, if when you usually chop someone in the chest, it's usually cupped. right? So you get the sound, you get the little bit of the hit, but he's like, if ever someone chops you in the chest full palmed, it's because you're doing something that they don't want you to be doing, and you need to stop it. That's their way of saying stop.
Wow.
I was like, that's cool.
Pro wrestling's awesome.
Yeah.
You can go to patreon.com/kindafunny to write your cool questions in for the Friend Zone, our little segment where we ask our guests your questions.
Oh, Lord.
Just like Parker Lukenbach did. Hey, Alfredo.
What's up, Parker?
When the Dusk Boys formed,
Yeah.
was picking the Hulk mask intentional?
When the Dusk Boys formed, it really wasn't. But looking back, I was like, wow, I guess it just kind of fit that way. The Dusk Boys is a boy band that formed in the Achievement Hunter office. It's Gavin Free, Trevor Collins, and myself.
We have one of those.
We do have one of those.
Oh, interesting.
I'm getting some ideas for AH Live, baby.
Interesting.
Yeah, boy,
I mean,
We need
Dusk
this.
Boys?
This might be the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC debate of our
I
generation.
mean,
Dusk Boys versus Boy Orgy.
well, I remember that actually. Now this boy orgy. Yeah, and then just last year we did Age the Musical, and one of the songs, the boy band song, was from the Dusk Boys.
Yeah.
So you might see, if you're going to AH Live to see Achievement Hunter and Kind of Funny, March 20th. You know what I mean? artchexevent.com. You might see
You
a
might
little.
see some shit.
You might see some shit. You might
Yeah,
see
Boy
a little.
Orgy, we put out a song too. It's called Everybody, parentheses, Boy Orgy's Back.
Yep.
Yeah, it's real good.
Sounds about
It's
right.
real catchy.
Is that right? Does that have a lot of autotune?
No, it's literally just Backstreet Boys, Everybody, Backstreet's Back with but we sing it.
Please don't sue us.
But wait, so the Hulk mask, was it intentional?
No, not at all. I mean, we kind of were just like dicking around the office. We didn't have enough people to like film anything, and we were kind of like low energy, so we were loopy. And Trevor like found a bunch of like really cheap like Avengers stuff from our that we had in the corner from our unboxing show, and he slapped one on. Gavin slapped one on. I did one, and we
so you
had
know you're
hockey
singing.
sticks and whatnot. And we were just like, hey, we're crime fighters. You know what I mean? And then not until like, I don't know, like
Later in your career?
6 months later into our crime fighting career, where we like, oh, it's time to form a boy band. It just felt natural. You
I
know
get
what
it,
I mean?
man. We've all been there. I
Yeah.
got two more for you.
Okay.
Silver Lobo says, is the infamous learn by doing conflict the reason you stopped playing Destiny 2? Or did you just lose interest in the game? Miss the Get Good series and R6 Let's Plays. Hashtag Dusk Boys.
Yeah. Get Good series is a series that Achievement Hunter does where you try to get good at games because we're notoriously bad at games. The learn by doing, that's a very popular or iconic moment in Achievement Hunter. I was fresh, I was new, and I was trying to teach Achievement Hunter, again, bad at video games. I cannot stress this enough. Entertaining, terrible at video games. I tried to teach them how to get through
The raid.
the raid in Destiny, and it got to a point where it just blew up, and people were yelling at each other, and then all of a sudden, like, one of my cast members, Ryan, was just like, it's his fault, he needs to tell us faster, yada yada. Like, half of the two sides were arguing. I was silent, and then I broke, and I was yelling, and I was like, Ryan, who's been carried through this raid? Who's been telling you how to
Don't say it.
There
Don't
was
say it.
like,
I'm going to bring something up here.
there's a whole like big moment, and then obviously we're all friends, so like immediately after we're like, we're all good. But yeah, no, it was a big moment. That wasn't the reason why I stopped playing Destiny. Like, I've been in intense situations like that playing video games, just from like a competitive standpoint. It was just, I don't know, man. Destiny 2 came out, and it wasn't what I wanted it to be in terms of like depth. I was really hoping it would go more in terms of like the depth of like something you get from World of Warcraft and things like that, and it just didn't really fulfill that for me. And again, I looked at the content line, and I was just like, it looks a little shallow, and I'm happy that I'm not anymore. Like, it's a big part of my life. Like, that's, I played a lot of it. I set records in that game, like world records for like finishing the raid and times like that. And I've competed in like world's first for the raids. But I'm looking at Destiny now, and people are just like, I love it, I hate it, I mean, like with any other video game, but like this is content based game, like really heavy content.
Yeah. So we're gonna close the show out with this.
Oh no!
We'll do this and we'll do the outro. But someone did an animated version of what Alfredo's talking.
Yes, we do animated bits of some of our moments.
We've got enough people not watching this already. Just do the raid, man.
This is actually the easiest part. Here he is. Look, I found him again. Fuck, I punched him right in the anus. That was so damn hard.
Alfredo, let's go kill this toddler that, Ryan says is super hard.
Good lord.
Don't be bitter just because you were terrible.
Don't be bitter,
Ryan. Jesus Christ.
Oh, since we've swapped, we haven't fucking lost a single standard. Oh.
Well, I'm glad you're not bitter about it.
I have killed so many people, I'm literally out of bullets.
But you left 80.
Everybody's out of bullets. We all kill people.
I'm killing the counselors. That's the thing that's important.
Everybody kills.
Well, if we had 6 Ryans, the raid would be over
That's
already.
true. We'd be finished.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's move past it. Everyone's shooting them. Everyone's doing something. You're acting like no one's doing anything.
We're all
Let's
helping.
just kill them and try and beat it for the love of God.
Everyone stop fucking whining that I'm not doing your damn job.
Ryan, you've been screaming the last 5 minutes. Ryan, you're the one that won't stop screaming. Let's just play the
That's
fucking
everything.
game.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
I'm killing that guy over there. Oh, that's the easy part. Why'd you fucking come do this part? All right, I'm killing these guys. Oh, why aren't you doing this part? Fuck you all. Ryan, what happened?
Oh, my God. No.
No, Ryan, Jack, no.
Jack.
No,
What
Ryan,
happened?
pick
You
up your
died.
controller. Don't listen to Jack.
I'm curious what happened to Ryan.
Ryan,
Did he get
no.
hit by a liberator?
I need
Did he
you,
hit by
Ryan. Don't punish us because of Jack.
Good luck.
I'm just curious.
Good luck. Dances.
Hey,
Yo,
are you doing
dances.
some of this, Alfredo?
I'm doing a little bit of that.
Fucking Jack, man, he loves to poke the bear.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying not to step on your toes here, Jeff. Watch out. I want to kick you in the head.
There's
I
room for
love when
everybody
it
on
all
the dance
breaks,
floor.
though.
All right, so shoot the chalice.
Shoot the chalice. That starts it off. Don't do it
Okay.
yet.
Ryan! Come on,
wasting
dude.
time.
Learn by doing.
Well, he needs to talk louder.
He needs to get on with it.
Fucking
Holy
Christ.
shit.
Ryan, you need to have sex more or
What a
something. You
fucking
are fucking
freak.
insane.
Not a freak. I want to make a good video.
You need to get on with it. How much quicker do you want a fucking explanation?
Go now.
Ryan?
You can talk while we're doing.
Who's been carrying you through this goddamn rain?
Nobody.
Sitting here telling you how to whack your own goddamn dick, Ryan. It's been me. There we go. Thank you, Alfredo. We did it.
Now, see, Alfredo, if you would explain that loud, everybody would be fine.
Talk normally. It would have been fine.
We got a video at least.
You're welcome.
We're all good friends. We're all good friends, and we're all good friends here.
No, we're not. We're coworkers.
I just love that you whack your own dick.
Yeah, he's just teaching you how to whack your own dick. It's been me. Yeah, no, this was like early on in my Achievement Hunter career, so it was a very bold move by my part.
It was.
because Ryan is, he has a cult following. So for me to
He has
be
the
able
respect.
to, yeah, so for me to be able to like really get up in his face, I was just like, that was a make it or break moment. Like, and
it
made
worked out for you.
Because yeah, I mean, like everyone in the room was just like, obviously it was a unanimous decision for me to be in that room before I even got there. That had to be made, and then that was the moment that solidified to a lot of the rest of the crew. Like, oh yeah, he's one of us. And then to the rest of the fan base was just like, yeah, there he is.
He can bring it.
Yeah,
he can bring it. Well, I'm happy you brought it, Alfredo, and I'm happy you brought it back home here to San Francisco.
We get to hang out for like 2 days.
We got 2 whole fucking days, dude. And then you're coming back next month.
I know, and we get to do a live show.
I love it at the Warfield on March 20th.
March 20th.
I want to say you can go to
rtxevent.com to get your tickets to see Kind of Funny and Achievement Hunter live on stage.
It's going to be fun. San Francisco, California. We will see you there. Alfredo, where can people find you?
Oh, man. Just youtube.com/let's play if you want to get the whole full flavor of Achievement Hunter.
You can also go to twitter.com/Alfredo Plays to join the group of people that, is bigger than my group of people. I can't believe it. I love it, though.
That's wild.
I fucking love it.
That was wild.
Thank you very much for joining us. Until next time, I love you.